welcome to another episode of the Cheap Champ Podcast, where we talk about life, money, and the context between the two. And today we have another entrepreneur. We actually have a candle owner who has a candle business. Would you care to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Natasha Archer. I'm the co-owner of Ivy Candle.
Hello, Miss Natasha. It's very nice to meet you. Thank you for being on the Cheap Champ Podcast today. And and you said you make candles. You have a candle business.
Yes. So I handle the back end of the candle business, and then I have a partner that actually manufactures the candles.
Nice. So let me just first say this is a black owned candle business. My first black owned candle business. And let me say something about candles. I know there are not a lot of minorities making candles because the smells. Because some of them smells like I don't think black people put those smells in their house. Who has seashells? Seashells stink. I don't like seashells, but everywhere I go, they have seashells. Who wants the house smell like peanut butter and jelly and popcorn? You're not gonna make you hungry and stuff like that. So people got all these weird smells of candles. So can you start off telling some what are some of the scents that you have as far as candles go?
So basically, when we make our scents, we go off of a mood setter. So we make scents on the presence that you want to feel when you burn our candles. So the scents they range from soothing to masculine to feminine to cozy, all scents that represents feeling. So in these scents, they smell like these things. So the more soothing scents will smell more like floral and clean and fresh and things of that nature. So everyone wants their home to smell like that. Like you said, you don't want an odd smell, but you also need smells to eliminate odor. So those are the more stronger scents that we carry so that the candles are able to burn in many different settings.
Nice. So your candles based off emotion, how you feel,
That's
and
how we want when you burn the candle, we want the candle to also give off a strong aroma, but also inflict a feeling of how you want your presence to feel.
that's crazy because I'm a big fan of cologne, and
Yes,
cologne definitely. Uh, a lot of my memories are tied to cologne. Like I know I wore Sean John to my prom,
yes.
and I had a great time. So scents are definitely tied to emotions and memories for me. And what got you into the scent business in the first place? What made you say, you know what, candles need different scents, and we're gonna try to make a difference in the candle community?
So we started back in 2016, and we just started experimenting on how to actually make the candles. So just how to put formulas together to actually conform a candle. And then we started testing scents, and then you go through the waxes that you want to use. And something that's very important with choosing the scents is that the scents sometimes don't blend correctly with the wax. So that's the main thing that you have to pay attention to, and it's a tedious job because the formula can also affect the way that the candle burns. So for us, we just wanted to introduce something to the candle business, like more vibrant, like millennial type of vibe, because even like to make it a lifestyle, but we also wanted to make it seem like everyone deserves a candle in their home. So it's not just strictly to, like how you said, like black people don't like certain scents, but we want it to be like you need a candle in your home because it's gonna bring a different presence to your home that you need to be feeling.
Right. Oh, so now you say you make the candles.
Yes, my partner makes the candle.
Okay, now how is that? Is that a trial and error process?
Yes,
You just say, okay, well, I have these scents. We're gonna try them out, see if it works. It doesn't work. You just
yes.
kind of toss it.
So basically, most recently we started doing seasonal scents as well. So we have our year-round scents, and then we have seasonal scents. And like I mentioned before, the seasonal scents are seasonal, and we want those scents to represent the mood of what the season represents. So for instance, for summer, we'll do more tropical, more vibrant, more fun scents of that nature because that represents summer. But yes, making the candles is all trial and error because, like I mentioned before, you can choose a scent and it'll smell great when you make the candle, but if you burn it, you won't have no scent at all.
Right.
So that's a very big process of us choosing our scents, just making sure that the scent does not only smell good, but when you also burn the candle, you can also smell it.
Is that a big part of the budget? Because like the ones that don't work, they kind of get tossed, and that's just like, do you have to put that as an expense?
Yes. So when we make our orders, we're able to choose samples. So we get a free sample every time we make an order. So that's basically how we eliminate the expense of the trial and error process of trying scents that may or may not work. So we're able to get smaller samples. So we
Hmm.
get the smaller sample, and then once we test it, then we will get a larger scent, and then we'll incorporate it into our candle.
Nice. And being that it's a candle, it's a physical product. How do you try it out? Like, how do you get it tested? Do you have people like a smelling party? Hey, everybody, come smell these candles and let
Yeah,
us know
so
it smell good.
we have a smelling party in our home where we make our candles, and we also give it to relatives and friends, and also let them get reviews on it and let them smell it. For instance, like for our spring campaign, we did random reviews. So we went around asking random people, how does this candle smell? But the burning process, we tested personally because we know how we want our candles to burn and how it should burn.
Mhm.
But as far as scents, yes, we do let other parties test, smell the scents and see how they like it.
Do you have a hard time shipping? Because I know me, I ship T-shirts, and it was hell trying to figure this out because people would like a shirt, and then I would get an influx. I would go buy all these T-shirts, then they don't want to buy them anymore. People got 3X shirts. They're like, I don't have 3X. So it was kind of hard to keep up with the inventory because I didn't know what I needed.
Yes. So, like how you said, in most businesses, it is trial and error. So, once we first started, now we have a great idea since we started since 2016. What are our best sellers? What candles don't sell as much, and what we need to eliminate. So, for instance, when we do our seasonal campaigns, whatever candle does well in that campaign, that's the one that we'll add into our regular inventory. And then, as far as shipping, our biggest I would say dilemma in shipping is before we transitioned to our new jars was that the candles were breaking in the process of shipping. So of course that was a great expense on our end, having to replace free candles and also customer service reasons like you don't want to receive a product and it's damaged and then you
Right.
have to wait a couple of days for it to be replaced. So that was our greatest dilemma with shipping, just the candles breaking and finding better ways to package them and get them there in one piece.
How is customer service? Because I know as a business owner, customer service is, it's trial and error too. You want to please the customer, but you also can't, kill your bottom line. It's like, well, I'm trying to, with my t-shirts, I would send out free replacements, but I can only do that so many times because the shipping adds up. The t-shirt's free, but I got to pay for the shipping. And sometimes, I would make mistakes. So I would have to figure that out. But how did you handle the customer service part when something wasn't right or if a candle comes broken?
Okay, so we basically believe in sometimes you have to give a give a little to get a lot. So in that instance, sometimes we would have to send off free shipping, but that would also, I mean, we would have to send off free products, but that would also enhance our customer service because first things first, you want to please the customer. So if the customer's happy, you're making money. So we just look at it from that point of view, and we're just more people pleasing. So we're very pleasant in email. We try to respond, even if we're having a delay in shipping and you have to wait for the product. We're communicating with you, letting you know what's happening, so that you are aware of the process of that you will receive your product. And then as far as giving free candles, we just looked at it as it was our era, so the customer has to always be satisfied. So we had to take that small, I guess, hit to just in the long run get a lot.
Right. Okay. And seasonal candles. How do you figure out what scents are seasonal? Because I know I hate Thanksgiving candles and I hate Christmas candles. I don't feel like those are things that black people really keep in their house.
Yes.
Because we like to play that Luther and all that other stuff, and those scents just don't go well with Luther. So how do you figure out what is seasonal smells?
Okay, so basically, like I mentioned before, our candles are based on mood settings. So, for instance, when you think of summer, what are some things that you think about when you think about summer?
I think about the pool. I think about going to the beach. I think about the pool and the beach for the most part, and sometimes I think about the ocean. Those are my three things when I think about summer.
Okay. So basically, we try to incorporate that in the sense that we choose. So we make mantras like, okay, we want you to feel fun and vibrant. So we'll choose a scent that smells like fun and vibrant. Like for instance, like maybe like a pina colada or like with a pineapple. It smells fun. Like you get the sense of like you're relaxing in a sense. Like that's what you get from summer. And
Mm.
then one of our best sellers, we have a candle called Jamaican Me Crazy, and it kind of puts you into like an island vibe, vacationing. things that people like to do in the summer. So we do that for fall as well. So the weather's changing. We want cozy, so we go more with like apples and spices and things of that nature. And even so, for you made a great point of saying like most people don't like Thanksgiving scent. So instead of making it Thanksgiving-ish, like with more strong scented smells, we tried to go with smells that gave you feelings of cozy, but also like mellowing it down so that you can stand the scent and want to have it, but also want the feeling of Thanksgiving, if
Okay.
that makes sense.
Let me ask you this. Now, I know a lot of people are old school. They like incense. What would you say to somebody that prefers incense over candles, and how would you get them to buy your product?
So for one, a candle lasts way longer than an incense. And in candles there's more of a variety. And also with burning candles, there's more benefits than just the scent. With incense, you just get one scent. So even the light of burning a candle is like an illuminating setting, and that also relaxes you too. So it's just like it's the whole picture of a candle. With a incense, it's just you just want it for the smell because there's no appealing look to the incense. It doesn't make you feel any way. You don't see the light illuminating. It's more smoke than light. And with candles, you get light, you get the scent, and you can also get the appearance of a candle.
Okay. Because I know I used to like incense, but I transferred to candle because I don't like clean up all that dust. Got to vacuum every
Exactly.
day, get nasty. And sometimes that incense smell like old drawers after a little while. I don't like the way this smells. Some of them smell like cigarettes. But I tell you the one thing my gripe with candles is sometimes I smell them, and then when I burn them, they don't smell the same.
Yes. And that's all part of the manufacturing. So that is a very present problem because you can love a scent, but if the scent does not burn when you burn the candle, it doesn't make sense to even have the scent if you like it. So that goes back to you choosing the right candle. That's why you have to buy iCandle because um, that's a big pain point for us. Making sure that our scents are strong, and when you burn them, you actually get the scent that you want to get, and it will fill the whole area.
What are your top three sellers at Ivy Candle?
Okay, so our top three sellers are Jamaican Me Crazy, of course, and that is in our fruity category. And then we have Black Mamba, and that's a masculine scent. And then we have Cocoa Lime. That was a scent that was seasonal, but we transitioned it into our regular inventory.
Okay. And I see you bought a candle with you today. What scent is this?
This is Jamaican Me Crazy. This is one of our best sellers.
May I smell Jamaican me crazy? See, it's secure. I like that. Got it. And the other candles they come open and they got flies and see. I like this. This beautiful packaging.
And you can also use the top to, like how you mentioned in incense, with candles, you can eliminate the smoking process. So you can just put the lid on top and
Mhm.
it'll eliminate the burning. So the smoke will be captured into the candle instead of just lingering around and wherever you decide to burn it.
Mm, this candle smells good. See, you're right. It does give you a certain type of feeling.
Yes.
Yes, so it make me feel like it's Friday night and my girl's about to come on. We about to have a good time with some wine. So yes, this does put you in the mood. So I'm not gonna smell it no more. But I like it. It is beautiful. Where can they find you? Where can they find Ivy Candle at?
Okay, so you can go to www.ivycandleco.com. And if you're local, we are stationed in Miami. So if you are local, we have a local pickup option. And then if you aren't, we can also ship to wherever you are.
Okay. And last but not least, has COVID helped or hurt your business?
It has helped. So thankfully we were I guess like how I said before, the mood of setting. So because people were captured into their homes, they wanted to make the home feel like as if they were us outside. So our candles, I guess, gave them that incentive. So that we our sales really peaked in COVID. We got a lot of orders, we got a lot of new customers, and like I said before, I think it's because they were enclosed and they wanted to make their environment feel more livable, more peaceful, more friendly, more inviting, things of that nature, things that they couldn't get because they couldn't go outside.
Right. I know a couple family members that need a smell called get a job. And they need to smell it and go to work because they just over there laying up, not doing nothing. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the Cheap Champ podcast. I appreciate you bringing us into the candle world because you're my first candle owner and my first business owner that sells candles. So if you're looking for candles, go to www.ivyco.com and get your candle and get your house smelling good.
So ivycandleco.com.
ivycandleco.com. Check it out.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Until next time, y'all stay cheap and look for the deal.